Okay, everybody, we're going to try to work with this grid, and I'm going to show you how to number the grid and get it ready to go and get the drawing started. I'm going to be working with a marker today just so that you can see it, because it's really hard to see the pencil. But when you're doing it, make sure you use a number 2 or an HB pencil, because I'm sure you guys don't have all your drawing pencils at home. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to letter and number our grid so that we can work back and forth. So the first thing is, on your sketchbook paper, you want to mark it alphabetically A through I across the top. And you're going to do it real lightly so that you can see it, because eventually we're going to erase those markings. And then you're going to go 1 through 12 vertically on your grid. And then you're going to do the same thing on your reference picture. So the 4.5 inches, we're going to go alphabetically across the top, and then we're going to go numerically down the side. And you want to make sure that you can see all your numbers. So if you get into an area, like for example here where it's dark, just go somewhere where you can see the letters. So it's kind of like a puzzle where you try to figure out what's happening in each square, and they correspond to each other. So nothing's happening in A1 here, so nothing happening here. B1, nothing. C1's the first place we see anything. And if you look carefully, it's about 1/3 of the way over. You can make a mark on here, and then about a little bit below half, you can make a mark here. And if you look carefully at the shape, it's a curve, so you can add that curve in. And we're just looking right now for contours. So in C2, we're going to do the same thing where you kind of figure halfway, 1/4 of the way down, you're going to see some hair. And then in B2, you'll notice it goes off maybe about 1/4 of an inch and connects to that first one in a curve. So you don't want to go real heavy. We're just looking at contours and outlines. So the same thing with up here. We're gonna look here. It's about 1/3 of the way down, and it's going to match up with this with a curve. And E is similar. It's about 1/3 of the way down. We'll make a mark a little bit above half, and then it connects to this curve over here. So we can add that in. And this next one is a little bit of a dip here. So how do you know how to do that? I would guess it's a little bit before half is where that curve starts. So we'll put a mark here. And when it comes down, it's at about halfway down, so we'll put a mark here and then connect those to the curves. So you're just looking at contours, all you're really worried about. And if you are doing the contour of everything's a good idea, and then when you get inside, like for example here is E5, you look at what's happening E5 very carefully here, and don't get discouraged just because you think, well, you can't draw eyes or you're not good at that. Just start looking at it as for the lines and the shapes that it is, because you can draw triangles and you can draw circles and things like that. So just kind of think of them in terms of circles and triangles. So like here we have a triangle shape that kind of comes down and goes up a little, and you're just trying to see what's happening in these squares. So each square is going to be its own little drawing. So you have quite a few squares. You can take your time and do each one. So what I'd like you to do today is take about 1/2 hour and just look at the contours and do the drawing. Make sure you have all of your markings so that it's easy to make sure you're in the right space. And send me a picture of your progress by 2:35. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day. Miss everybody.